I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Browns are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Raiders, who will need to solve that secondary.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. This is Marshall, and an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. A fumble loss. Last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And this is Carr inside the 5. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot! Now let's go!
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now let's go!
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Detroit! Set! Gun! Now let's go!
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over. Watch it now, Marty. Set, Leopard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go now. Good.
Third down and goal from the 6. Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Room to run inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, here's Carr. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got Evans. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Third down now following the completed pass. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Dorsett on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On the give, this is their fullback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
6-18.
Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Malik McDowell with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A very solid gain of 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. 10 yards still left on second down. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. That'll bring up second down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there.
got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Action now, Barney, Barney. Back down in Philly, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. The play clock's running down. And here's Marshall. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Throwing his car on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Carr now to throw. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From midfield, here's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Step, and it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got room. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47th. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll run with Marshall. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Carr going to throw here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On play action, now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Raiders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.